Captain Larry Bell with Texas Fishing Tips, and this is your weekly fishing report.
I hope everybody started out their 2021 with a happy new year. And with that, started out even better by coming down and let's go fishing. All down here in Sundown Bay on this edge of the ICW here, with the water levels being dropped out like they are, you're going to want to fish deeper edges of these, like the Sundown has your nice mud area up top where it's nice and flat, knee deep or less, and then you've got the ICW that drops off on those edges. Early in the mornings, look for your trout, redfish, all those fish that are hanging in that kind of water. That's where they're going to be. Throw your suspended baits, throw your darker down south, mirror dines, soft dines. Regular version has done really well, especially with the high pressure in place. Those fish tend to want to be a little bit deeper in the water, take the pressure off of them, so give them a little bit smaller profile. You'll have a pretty good success rate catching those. Again, look for your bait. Again, there won't be a whole lot of bait in this area right now, especially with the water temp and the winter time coming that's here now. So whenever you find a few little fish that are flipping here, mullet, maybe some piggies that you may see here or there following your baits up in the clearer waters, continue to fish that, continue to work that, and you'll find your fish. All down the front here, San Antonio Bay, Matagorda Island area down through here. Again, these guts and drains are all up and down here, all the way down to Cottonwood, past Cottonwood, all the way up down to Panther Creek, or Panther Point, excuse me. All this area down here. Find those guts, find those drains, find your deeper drops that are in those. Again, with the water levels being lower, these fish are going to concentrate to deeper water. That's where they want to be. That's where they're comfortable. You'll find a little bit of bait flipping in those areas. Again, throw your darker down south. Probably throw your regular model. Super models, as the pressure kind of subsides a little bit, the high pressure that is, you can go up to the super model and throw it. The darker versions are great. But start out with your smaller version or the regular version. The burner shad hadn't done too bad. Again, throw your mirror dine, your soft dines in here. Work the suspended baits in this area. Corkies haven't been too bad, especially off the shore. If you can find you a nice muddy flat somewhere about knee deep to water and work the corkies that are out there, you'll find some decent trout, good box trout in there, a few scattered redfish here and there, and just continue to work those areas. Be patient with them, and you'll find your fish that you want. Up here in Copano Bay, up here by North Pass, as you head toward Mission Bay, all this shoreline here, it's all got the high cliffs in here, nice protected from a northwest breeze, straight north breeze. It's all good up in here. You got some nice deeper mud in here. The key thing is going to be in this area, though, is going to be the fact, do you have bait working in here? If you don't have your bait working in here, move on down the shoreline and find you some more areas to fish as far as your bottoms go. Look for the bait working in here. If the bait's working in here, get your down souths out and work it. Work it with the supermodel. Has done really well in here. It's a little off-colored water here, especially when that wind's blowing. It stirs up that bottom. You can find these fish that are in here, especially when that bait's flipping. They like that supermodel. Just continue to work it. Just fan cast it all out through here as you methodically work down the shoreline. Just continue to hit it, and you'll find some nice quality trout. Few scattered redfish and even a flounder or two have been pulled out of here in the last week or so. So what you want to do is just be patient with it and work it. Up here in Port Bay, all along this edge here, get up on this flat. Nice shallow flat, good mud flat that's here. It's got some nice scattered grass that's in this area here, and work the edge of this. There's a nice deep drop there, right off there from where that gas well is. Work this thing all the way around. Get out and wait it. That's the best way to fish it. You want to fish it from the boat, you can if you want to. Best way to do this thing is get out and wait it all the way down. Especially if you got a nice light wind from the north, northeast, northwest. It works really good for you and sets up. It works good from the south and southeast. It sets up pretty well. But again, best case scenario for you, for get the most production out of it, if you'll take it and get out and walk it and wade this whole area. Throw your corkies, throw your soft dines, throw your mirror dines all in here and work the suspended baits off this deeper edge. There's some nice fish, especially with the tides being dropped out. There's some nice fish that are hanging in that deeper water right off this edge and around 3 to 5 foot. All in this area here. You'll see a little bit of bait working. If you don't see the bait working, continue down it until you find where the bait is working, and that's where your fish will be suspended under. All up here in Long Reef Bend, all the way up to Jaybird Point, all the way down to Spalding, is all in these areas here. You'll see a bunch of little back lake entrances all up and down this shoreline here on all that distance. Find you one that's got the deeper guts in it. Again, this is going to be critical right now, especially with our water levels being gone. The fish are going to concentrate to deeper waters. As long as you can find a deeper edge, deeper gut, deeper cut off your big shallow flats that's got an area where those deeper guts come into that or go off of that, that's where your fish are going to be hanging. As long as you got some bait that are working in those areas, work them, be real methodical. This is where your corkies come in real prominent right here. You can throw the floating corky or the sinking corky, whichever you're feeling most comfortable with, working the best through that. Those have been really quality, productive baits right now. There's been some nice trout that's being caught off of here. There's been some scattered redfish being caught in here. Every once in a while you might get a black drum, but mostly your trout and your redfish have been productive all through this area here on both styles of corkies.
For watching, I'm Captain Larry Bell.